Well, hello, good morning, and welcome to my doodling channel. My name is Oliver, and on this channel I do different types of doodling because I'm only feeling my way through this myself because I'm a bit of a late starter being in my 70s, and this time I'm going back to LineArt, or the way that you draw lines in a way that makes it look like 3 dimensions. Anybody can do this. No matter what previous experience you have, there's no problem. All you need is a pen and a ruler. That's it basically. And on this one we're going to start with the square and just divide it up in different ways to give the impressions of 3 dimensions. So pull out your pencil and paper and pen there and follow along with me. Now, another aspect of this channel is that I'm very much into relaxation, meditation, zen and things like that. So I try to pick examples where what we do is very repetitive, where we can just relax and do the same thing over and over again and get into a sort of a zen state of relaxation and meditation and being in a mindful state of where we are. And what we have here, we've got a square that is about 10 centimeters across. It's a little bit less than it. I think it was actually 9.8. And I'm just putting in the diagonals now, and that's the important part, is diagonals. So as you can see here, the diagonal is 7 centimeters across, so that I can divide it in half centimeter blocks to give an even number of divisions. So whatever you decide to use, just make sure that your diagonals can be easily divided. Now, what I want to do, where's the pencil? What I want to do is now divide these at every half centimeter. Now, probably takes a little bit of time to do this, but sure, that's what it's all about. We're going to just take our time and work our way through it and relax as we go. And don't pay too much attention to what's going on in the outside world. It'll be there when we're finished. There's no need to worry about that end of it. I like to start off with the pencil here because I'm an awful man for making mistakes. That's no lie at all. So maybe I should stop talking and concentrate a little bit more on what I'm doing. That's the last one there. Okay, just 2 more to do. It doesn't take too long at all. Let's just relax. One thing I used to have when I was doing these is putting on a little bit of music, which I found used to help me as well. But YouTube is not too keen on me putting up any music that might be termed a copyright violation, so I can't do that. And right, last one. Sure. When you think about it, it didn't take too long at all. I may be going overboard trying to line all these up. I've often done this one actually where I do it by eye, and I find that much more relaxing actually than doing it this way with the ruler. But for a lot of beginners, they don't have the confidence of drawing straight lines, and the ruler kind of helps. So just have to try and keep this so that the camera can see it as well. Where's my pen? Right, it's what I'm using here is a 0.1, and the important thing is that, more important than on the right, is that the one that's going into the center where they all meet together, you need to have that as accurate as you possibly can, because that's where the effect really comes about. Now, I have a feeling in post I will speed up a lot of this for you. Maybe I'll just do the first 1 or 2 at normal speed, and after that, once you know how to do one, you can do them all really after that. So that is if you don't want to be watching this for the rest of your life. Because your lives are probably a lot more interesting than my lives are. Although as you get older, you know, things become a lot clearer. You don't get worried by an awful lot of things that used to worry you when you were young. You know, just get on with life. Live and let live is something that I'm a great believer in. And drawing straight lines is another thing I'm a great believer in. Apart from that, I don't really believe in very much now, do I? Well, sure, life is for the living. Get out there and put yourself out and take care of each other, I suppose, is a very important thing. Don't be selfish. Think about other people all the time. One person said to me, if you feel life is hard for you, then think for a minute and try and list on 5 fingers 5 people who are worse off than you. And if you can't, you're probably lying to yourself. Because no matter how badly off you are, there are other people who are a lot worse off. Okay, I'll stay quiet and just concentrate on these lines. You know, as you come towards the end, one of the problems is trying to force yourself not to go fast. That's actually very, very important. Just don't fall into the temptation of just rushing, because it's very easy to destroy it now at this stage. You can see that we've got, there's a good impression here of three-dimensionality, if we call it that. That's a square in the middle. It seems to be high on the outside, and then it's sort of dropping down into a point like a well in the middle. And we're on the last 2 now at this stage, and I can tell you, for me, I have to blink every now and then. My eyes seem to be going cross-eyed, and now it's probably because I've only got sight in one eye, but it'll be interesting to see if it happens to other people as well. I got that one wrong. It's alright, I'll cover it up later on. Nobody noticed that. Yeah, take your time. Don't rush any of this, because look, we're very, very near the end, and it'll be an awful pity to, as I said, you can always cover things up. Just go over it there. Nobody noticed. Probably got now, but another one, two, and this is the last one this side. Sorry, I'm muttering to myself as I always do, and there's just one more left. Before, just think about it. I find it better to try and reposition, and I have to keep looking at the camera to make sure it is still in shot. Reposition it to us wherever it is easier for you to draw the line, because you'll be doing this for quite a long time, and I find that my thumb and first finger can sometimes get a little bit tired of this, which is another actually a good reason for using the ruler, because it forces the hand to relax while you're then changing and trying to line up a ruler. Whereas if you do this totally freehand, I find my fingers cramp up very, very quickly. Now, for a lot of you, this should be sufficient. Just when we finish this, which won't be long, I've just got another 7, I think, 7 to do. And if that's where you want to finish, fair enough, finish up there. And just look at this. It's a square within a square. So you can extend this by putting another square outside of these two and just continuing on in the same vein. You can let it grow to any size that you want. And it does become interesting. You really do become cross-eyed after a while though, looking at this. Oh, I have to keep blinking my eyes. There, oh, the last one now. That's it. And look, some of you might want to stop here, in which case, that's fair enough. Okay, that's it. Right, for those of you who decided to go on, this is the blackening in, and you have to blacken in every second one. I'm trying the pen here, but I think it's a bit thick. Not really happy with that. Oh, this is my first time to use the brush pen like this. It certainly colours it in a lot faster than just using a pen, and that's what I wanted to do, rather than have you waiting forever as I fill this in. Sorry, I'm wondering. It's very hard to control it there down at the very bottom, so I'm not sure. Oh, where is it? Yeah, I think I will try. At least it's the same colour. I was afraid the pen might be a different colour, but at least they're the same colour. That's good. I might just use the pen for the edges. Yeah, it's colouring in nicely, but it'll take forever, I think, you know. But I think that's the only way to do it. Now, you'd probably be able to use a brush pen much better than I can. You'd be able to control it, you'd be able to see what's going on. But I find the distance here is so small that I can't really see it down at the bottom. So I think I will have to do it all with the pen, do the edges first. And the other thing you have to be very careful about here is that you keep an eye on which ones are supposed to be blackened and which ones are supposed to be left white. So this phase now, I can tell you, is going to require a huge amount of concentration. So what I'm just trying to do is colour the outlines and finish off the other ones on this side. And if I do decide to go on the pen, I think the only thing to do is, you know, speed this up 15 times or even 30 times, or you'll be looking at this forever. Look, it is a simple thing to do. It's just a question of taking your time and making sure that you concentrate all the time. In fact, I'm beginning to think that this might not be the best one for a Zen, because with Zen you can just go into your own world and you could forget what you're doing. So be interesting to see how it'll turn out for me. This is... I feel like I'm coming to the end. Certainly, what time are you? Wow, this has gone on for over 2 hours. Be interesting to know how quickly you can do it. It took a lot longer than I expected. Setting up all these, the edges first before I do the center. And there's many a time I had, as I mentioned, got a heart attack thinking I was colouring in the wrong one. I better concentrate. I know I'm going to mistake now. I seem to be going a little bit fast. I'm not sure whether I should start on the brush yet. How much of this pen I can keep doing. I'm finding it hard to slow down. I feel as if I just want to get the damn thing finished. Sorry, but that's the way I feel at the moment. Nearly there, come on. That's it. Get it in there. That's fine. Yeah, time for brush now. Speed this thing up. The brush will clear this out now, I think. It's easy to use the brush now, and it's great that the brush is the same black. It's still in camera, still in shot, yeah. Sorry, I can't talk now. I'm just trying to get this finished. I hope you've followed along as well. And, well, if you have, God bless you. 2 hours is a long time. I feel I should concentrate a bit more on what I'm doing. Sometimes I feel that I've no problem controlling the front and the back edge of the brush. And now I just don't have the confidence, so I'm just using the front tip to line up with the already existing line. I think I might just turn it over after I've done this one. And yeah, I think yeah, it's easier, more control now. Just the hand is getting. The other one, when I had the compass, or not the compass, the ruler, it helped me, but this time everything, I'm just... Right. Ooh, those fingers are stiff. Right, who am I? Well, my name is Oliver. And always sign your work. Be proud of what you do. Okay. Well, there it is, our 3D work of art that puts your eyes cross-eyed in no time at all. Look, I hope you enjoyed this and that you managed to take out your pen and paper and follow along. And that's it. Look, if you're interested in any sort of doodling, be sure and subscribe to this channel. Give me the thumbs up and a couple of comments, and I'll be back again in a couple of days with another doodling, and I'm not sure what it'll be. It might be colourful, it might be black and white, it might be lines, or it might be neurographics. Who knows what it's going to be. So I'll see you again in a few days. Till then, slán tamil and take care.